Almost 1% of an Ethereum every day, around $28 Canadian on a daily basis.
But the slide is a homicide.
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Now today I wanted to update you guys on this specific rig. So we have 230 AD Ti's and 230 90s right here. Now they're both running on HP server power supplies, so two of them here, and one ATX 850 watt, which is basically just powering the motherboard and just one of the cards. So the issue that I'm having is that these two cards apparently are always crashing. I had this problem before, and what I did was, since both of these two cards were connected to a 4-to-1 splitter, if you can look, the motherboard only has 3 slots, so I used 2 of them for these two cards, and the third slot I use this 4-to-1 splitter that you can find on Amazon. Now this would allow me to use 2 of these cards and attach them to this motherboard. The previous problem was, the cards were obviously crashing. What I did was I replaced this, and instead of crashing every 3 or 4 hours, it was running pretty steadily for a bit. Now this is the first time it crashed, and I'm getting the same errors on the same 2 cards. So I think it's the PCIe splitter as well. So the first one I had crashed every 3 hours or 4 hours. This one crashed every, I guess, week or so, 5, 6, 7 days. Personally, I feel like every splitter here comes in different batches, so it's kind of a hit or miss, sorry. So what I'm thinking to do is actually remove the splitter altogether and get a motherboard. So motherboards now have dropped in price because I guess not a lot of people are mining on them. Everyone's selling the rigs, selling the cards. So what I'm gonna do is actually replace this basic motherboard for a Z390 A Pro, which I have in the other rig. That one, it comes with 5 slots, I believe, and no issues with any of the rises or anything like that. So this one again only comes with 3. I'm looking for more of 4 or 5 altogether, and I'm actually looking on Amazon to find like a compatible motherboard. I'm using a 9400 Intel i5, so it is the older chipset, so they are a bit hard to find motherboards that fit that specific chipset that are basically new. So yeah, that's the only problem that I have. Otherwise, the cards or this entire rig runs pretty good for a week. And yeah, I'll show you guys how much we're hashing afterwards along with the profits. And let me just quickly show you guys my other mining rig. But before I do that, let me show you the breakout boards. Okay, cool. And this right here is the sync cable that runs to that breakout board. This breakout board connects to that power supply, which only runs this 3090 Tough right here. And the reason I split it like that is that this runs 400 watts TDP, of course, and this is 350. So altogether, you're looking at 750, right? This is on 120 volt. This only runs 900 watts, right? And you want to use the 80% rule, so that's around 720. So if these two were to run on full blast on this specific HP server power supply, I'm above the 30 watts on the 80% rule, which is technically okay because this is a garage, nothing else is connected to the outlets. So that's why I couldn't add this card onto that, because obviously I would overload it. Hopefully in the future, I'm looking to get a 240 volt installed, so that when I connect these two power supplies to it, it would pretty much run on 240 volt, which this would make I think it's 1,200 watts. So once I get to 1,200 watts, I'm able to run more cards, obviously, and it basically runs more efficient. And yeah, that's what I have so far. Let me just quickly show you guys the other rig. All right, so this is the other rig. We have 4 3070s and 1 3060 version 1, right? And so this is the motherboard that I'm talking about. This is the MSI Z390 A Pro. I don't know if you guys can see that. So with this motherboard, we have 5 PCIe slots, which is really sick. Because with the X16 slot, or I guess any other slots, so you can put the 4-to-1 adapter. I'm thinking of getting the 4-to-1 adapter from a reputable supplier, not just off of Amazon. Because you know, I had two 4-to-1 splitters, and you know, one of them was, you know, pretty much dead. It only worked for 3 or 4 hours. The other one worked for a week, which is, I guess, usable, right? But yeah, that's something that I want to look into. Or just get another one of these motherboards altogether, and no need for a splitter, because I'm only running 4 cards on the other one, and this has more than enough PCIe slots. So yeah, this is the second rig, everything running smoothly. This is probably my best rig so far. You know, almost for a year or so. It's kind of dirty, but for a year of running with no issues, it is pretty cool. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys the computer and show you guys the estimated profits, how much we're making, and basically electricity costs as well. All right, cool. So now we're on Ethermine here. Estimated earnings on the daily, almost 1% of an Ethereum every day. So this fluctuates between 0.01 to 0.09, I guess. And this is a reported hash rate. Where is it? 681. That's what we have on Hive OS. And looking here, our average, it is a bit lower. I guess this just depends on the pool. And currently we're at 690. So this will always fluctuate. It just depends on the pool and the average hash rates here. This is kind of what you want to either be the same as that or a bit higher. So as you can see, the green line is our reported hash rate on Hive OS. It did drop a little bit, only because I turned off the rig at this point just to test out a few things. But other than that, it is looking pretty good. Okay, so just as reference, what we're looking at is Bitcoin 38K, Ethereum 2600, and let's see here. Well, nothing else pretty much matters. Going on what to mine. So we added our hash rates here. My watts is actually lower than this, but just to, I guess, keep it conservative, I'm just gonna press calculate, and these are our daily profits. So almost $26 USD a day before electricity. After electricity, we're looking at around $21.50, right? I put it as 10 cents, but in reality, I have 0.088, so almost 9 cents per kilowatt. So that makes it just slightly better. So $22 a day after electricity costs, USD. And so we're looking at around $28 Canadian on a daily basis. So that's pretty good. All right, so anyways, if you guys have any questions or concerns, just let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
It's a homicide.